what do you feel like you went away within your heart from the round table? Do you have something that you could share with us? Because I know so much took place that I took notes, but I don't have them with me today.
Well, I took the notes, and obviously because the round table, again, for those listening today, is a gathering of some senior leaders every year for 30 years. Rick Joyner, prophetic leader, and our dear friend host it. And individuals, Cindy Jacobs will come, and Michael Brown, and Bob Weiner, and other major leaders, and we discuss current issues and what is God saying. Well, when we met, weeks ago, it was, and this can be dated now, it was right after Billy Graham died.
Yes.
And you and Lori, I went with my wife over for the tribute. It was a phenomenal time. And we all felt, we needed to take the baton from Billy in terms of evangelism. So that was emphasized. But also, you may recall, there was an emphasis on, in Malachi, it says God's going to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children and the children to the fathers. And that today there's a lot of estrangement, and there can even be pride and separation between fathers and sons. Well, as you on the show, you honor your children and they honor you. I love it. Like with Ricky in the subsequent one, you're talking to him. Well, I'm in the same way with my son. I love my son. He's a pastor. Another son that works for an insurance company and is the rep for the state. My daughter. But there's a lot of people, and at the round table we said it's time for dads to get with their sons, and sons to get with the daughter or whatever, and look for ways for reconciliation. And as you listen today, you might say, well, I haven't talked to my son. He walked out. He's not serving God, whatever it is. But are you looking for ways to build some bridges? Maybe there were some things you need to ask forgiveness for in the past. But God is a God of reconciliation. And at the round table, that was something that God put the spotlight on. And it's time, as one, I think it was Lance Wallnau said, it's time to recalibrate our lives to make sure that we're properly investing in our families and that our home life is in order as best as we can do it. And that doesn't mean we don't have problems. I saw a picture in the green room back there of Ruth Graham, who's in heaven now with Billy. And they interviewed her once, and they said, Ruth, they said, did you in your years with Billy Graham ever speak about divorce? And I don't know if you ever heard this. She said, divorce? No. Murder? Yes. In other words, they had conflict. We all do with our spouses. But what we need to do is work towards reconciliation with our spouses, with our children. And that was a major emphasis, you may recall. And then, of course, was what we're dealing with so much today, and that is when you stood up and you spoke for about 15 minutes and everybody gave you like almost a standing ovation. Our nation is in peril. We can't just go on with business as usual. We've got to be prepared, know how to respond, step up, be salt, be light, take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, expose them in a right spirit. But that means preparation. That's since 90s, the Coast Guard, what is their motto? Semper paratus. Always prepared. That's what the Bible says. Always be prepared to give an answer. So that's where when we're saying bullseye, folks, and again, but Jim, this is our heart. This is our passion. This is why you do the show. You're bringing current, analysis and perspective on the issues of today.